Welcome student to Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Our department Humanity and Science course Basic Mathematics course code 22103. Myself again Smita Shekhar Kamble. Now today's lecture obviously depend on coordinate geometry unit 3 chapter number 6. Coordinate geometry very interesting. I want to revise the main thing is that because the next example obviously depend on that. How to find the equation of straight line? We need the how to find the slope of straight line. Slope formula minus a upon b. Slope intercept form y is equal to mx plus c. And always remind that ax plus by plus c. That means the ab into x it is the slope of straight line, but minus c upon b is called a y-intercept. That's why when equation of straight line is transformed into slope intercept form, the coefficient of x in equation is the slope of straight line, and in slope of intercept form the constant term of the equation is the y-intercept. It is the straight line is given. Slope intercept form obviously always remind y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope rise upon run and b is the y-intercept. Our slope point equation, slope point form equation, y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1, where m is the slope and coordinates of the points of the lines are x1 comma y1. Obviously we have to write the equation of line given point and slope form. Slope intercept form use graph of line used to find equation of line y is equal to mx plus b, and our equation y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1, where x1 and y1 are coordinates and slope is m. Obtaining the equation of line using 2 points form, you have to must the slope of line representing m, the ratio of change of y to the change of x, which is defined by the equation m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. A linear equation in x and y can be defined in the form of y minus y1, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, x minus x1. Instead of y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, you should write y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. If two lines are parallel, then they have the same slope, m1 is equal to m2. If two lines are perpendicular, if the slopes are negative reciprocal, that is m2 is equal to minus 1 upon m1, or equivalently if m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. These all format we have to use to solve the examples. Let us check. Write an equation in the slope intercept form for the lines that passes through 3, 2 and it's perpendicular to the line described by y is equal to 3x minus 1. First, y is equal to 3x minus 1 is the equation given, that is find slope line y is equal to 3x minus 1. We have y is equal to mx plus c. M is equal to 3, therefore the slope is 3. The perpendicular line slope is then m into m2 is equal to minus 1. So m2 is equal to minus 1 upon 3. So we have to step number 2. Write the equation in a slope point form. Y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We know that 3, 2 is the x1 y1 point is given and our m is minus 1 upon 3. That's why y minus y1 means 2, m is minus 1 upon 3, x minus 3 is derived by x1. So it is given part by substitute minus 1 upon 3 m, 3 as a x1 and 2 as a y1. Step number 3, we have to multiply minus 1 to bracket and 3 goes this side, or we have to take the minus 1 upon 3 common, does not matter. So we have to take minus 1 sign, we multiply minus 1 upon 3x plus 3 get cancelled, minus plus 1. Y minus 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 3x plus 1. So minus 2 goes this side, it is 2 plus 1. So y is equal to minus 1 upon 3x plus 3. In this example, first we take the y is equal to mx plus c format, m is equal to 3. Then we have m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1 because it is perpendicular lines. That means minus 1 upon 3 is the slope of the second perpendicular line, that is m2 is equal to minus 1 upon 3. We write the slope point form y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. Our x1 is 3, y1 is 2, m is equal to minus 1 upon 3. We put the values of these all x1, y1 and m in this equation. Simplify. We derive the final answer in a form of y is equal to minus 1 upon 3x plus 3. Second equation and second question we have to solve. Write an equation of line passing through minus 3 comma 1 and is perpendicular to the line y is equal to 1 upon 2x plus 3. We have the step slope of perpendicularize. The graph is given, equation of the slope is 1 upon 2 because y is equal to mx plus c, m is equal to 1 upon 2. And perpendicular negative reciprocal, slope of perpendicular line passes through minus 3 comma 1 is minus 2. Where it is derived? Yes. We have the slope m is equal to 1 upon 2. m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So it is final answer is minus 2. So m2 is equal to minus 2. You have to use the slope m is equal to minus 2. Point slope form write in equation form. Perpendicular to line passing through minus 3 comma 1. We have y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. Write the slope point form. Y minus 1. y1 is the 1 and x1 is minus 3. So minus 2 in bracket x minus of minus 3. So minus 2 into x minus 2x minus minus plus 3. 3 into minus 2 minus 6x. Y is equal to minus 1 goes this side. Minus 6 plus 1 minus 5. Y is equal to minus 2x minus 5. It is the equation of perpendicular line is y is equal to minus 2x minus 5. Find the equation of line which intersect y-axis at distance of 2 units above the origin and makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. Positive direction obviously x-axis we have to consider. The point is 0, 2 because the distance is given 0, 2. So that's why y coordinate is 2 because it cut the x-axis, that's cut the y-axis. AB intersect y-axis 2 units above origin. Y-axis x will be 0. That means line AB cuts y-axis. This means what? Given part is what? Line AB intersect y-axis 2 units above origin. 2 units means 0 to 2. And that means at y-axis x is 0. That's why 0, 2 is the given point. Line AB cuts y-axis at point P, 0, 2. Also, given that the line AB make angle 30 degree with x-axis. This is the 30 degree angle made. So from this, we know that if inclination is given, then slope is m is equal to tan theta. So m is equal to tan 30, 1 upon root 3. We know that y minus y0 is equal to m in bracket x minus x0. Yeah, y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We put x0 does not matter. X0 is 0, y0 is 2. We have to put m is equal to 1 upon root 3. So we have the equation y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1 or y minus y0 is equal to m in bracket x minus x0. So y0 value we have to consider 2, x0 is 0, root 3. Y minus 2, 1 upon root 3 x minus 0, x is remaining. Root 3 goes this side, root 3y minus root 2 root 3. We have to take root 3 common is equal to x. Minus root 3y is equal to minus 2 root 3 is equal to x. So we have the x minus root 3y minus x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0 is required equation of line. So minus 3 minus x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. Now equation of line passing through x0, y0 and having slope m is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m1 x minus x0. Equation of line AB passing through suppose minus 3, 5 and having slope 5. We have equation y minus y0 is equal to m1 x minus x0. We have 5 slope and x1 is minus 3, y1 is 5. We have to put y minus 3, 5x plus 15. Y minus 5 remain as the same. 5x, y goes this side minus y, minus 5 plus 5. So 15 plus 5, 20, minus y, 5x. So 5x minus y, 20 is equal to 0. Write an equation in the point slope form of the line. Slope is minus 3 upon 5 that contains minus 10 upon 8. Then the graph of line. We have the slope minus 3 upon 5 and point is minus 10 and 8, means we have the point slope form y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. x1 is minus 10, y1 is 8, m is equal to minus 3 upon 5. We have to put in this equation y minus 8 is equal to minus 3 upon 5 x plus 10, because minus minus plus 10. Second one, write the an equation of the line slope point form whose slope is 1 upon 3 that contains 6 minus 3. Slope is what? M is equal to 1 upon 3. 0.6 comma minus 3. x1 is 6, y1 is minus 3, m is equal to 1 upon 3. We have point slope form y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We have to put y1 is equal to minus 3, x1 is equal to 6 in this equation. Y plus 3 is equal to 1 upon 3 x minus 6 is the required equation, and the graph is allotted in this way because our point is allotted where? First point is given as a minus 10 comma 8. So what first is what? Minus 10 is here and the point is 8. It is allotted here. Second is given by 6 comma minus 3. 6 is where? 6 is positive. So we have to take the 6 is allotted here, and it is obviously minus 3 is given. So minus 3 is lies here. So it is 6 comma minus 3. So line is coordinate here. Identify perpendicular lines. Identify which lines are perpendicular. X equal to x minus 2, y is equal to 1. Y is equal to minus 4x, y plus 4 is equal to 1, x plus 1, 4. Oh, let us check. The graph describe x equal to minus 2. Vertical line, and the graph describe y is equal to 1 horizontal line. These lines are perpendicular. Obviously, equation is also given. The slope of line describe y is equal to minus 4x is 4, because we know that y is equal to mx plus c, m is equal to slope there, though it is minus 4. The slope of line described by y plus 2 is equal to 1 in bracket x plus 1 is the 1 upon 4. We know that it is the conversion. Minus 4 into 1 upon 4 is equal to minus 1. These lines are perpendicular because m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Here one by one we have to take. Suppose x equal to minus 2 is given, y is equal to 1 is given, that is horizontal lines, these are perpendicular. Let us check the first line, y is equal to 1 the first line, x equal to minus 2, this is the second line. Now the slope of line first, y is equal to minus 4x. We know that y is equal to mx plus c, that's why slope is minus 4. Y plus 2 is equal to 1 upon 4 x plus 1. It is the second equation is given. Here also the m is 1 upon 4. That's why we have to take, suppose m1 is minus 4, m2 is 1 upon 4. So minus 4 into 1 upon 4, 4 get cancelled. Answer is minus 1. So we derive and we prove that these lines are perpendicular because m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So in this graph we have to see all the lines equation. First y is equal to 1, x minus 2 is perpendicular. Second one, first this line and this line y is equal to minus 4x is also perpendicular. So in today's lecture we have to merge it from this diagram. What you intersect it is in this format, or once we have to include that format, we have to must revise that points seriously. In this today's lecture, we have to most focus about the lines. That is, first main thing is that if any straight line given, slope is minus a upon b, slope intercept form y is equal to mx plus c, we have to use in today's example y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope, rise upon run. We have also used y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We also use the slope point form y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We also use m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 when 2 points are given. Then y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 x minus x1. If two lines are parallel, their slopes are m1 equal to m2. And the two lines are perpendicular, their negative reciprocal m2 is equal to minus 1 upon m, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. In today's lecture, we have to most focus of all this topic. We cover all the example based on here. And also in this example, we have to use the m is equal to tan 30. So tan theta 30 is 1 upon root 3. So our lecture is over.